Hey everybody, this is John Betts with Kansas Pregame. I'm here with my number one homeschool pupil, Sloan Millie, my 7-year-old daughter. She's been working hard on schoolwork, and she's been playing with her cat and doing some of those kind of things over the last few days. And she decided she wanted to join me on our video here that we're doing this morning. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Of course, Sloan is like a lot of you out there, or almost everybody out there has had their world pretty much turned upside down over the last few weeks, and out of school and not having classes and some of those great experiences with their friends, and we just want to say that we're really sorry to all those students and student athletes that are missing out on spring events, spring activities, and also to those teachers and coaches out there, and really to those seniors. We're really sorry that you're missing out on spring sports and prom and graduation and some of those things. And we really wish you the best, going forward. And hopefully this situation is something that you'll learn from, and ultimately, while many of you are likely very sad about some missing out on some of the milestones, hopefully it's something that maybe you take some lessons from and helps inspire you for some things going forward. I wanted to tell everybody a little bit about what our plans are with the spring edition of Kansas Pregame. Given the cancellation of spring sports, it really changed some things for us, considering we do spring sports previews, we do sports preview magazines, and that's that not having sports season certainly has an impact to that. Before I get started explaining what our plans are, Sloan's she's gonna head out to her room and go play a little bit. But before we get started on telling you about our plans, I wanted to be sure and let you know that I want to thank all of the frontline healthcare workers out there, doctors, nurses, CNAs, county health department employees, EMTs, law enforcement, military, all those people that are no doubt going to be impacted by this, or already have. In Kansas, we're rural. We haven't necessarily seen the flare up of the virus yet, the way some of the cities on the coast have and the large cities have. But all indications are that it's coming, and we're going to see a spike and those kind of things. And so I just can't imagine what it's like to be in those emergency rooms that are getting overwhelmed by cases of the virus and dealing with those challenges and things like that. And we thank you all so much. I also, again, want to reiterate how much I appreciate the coaches and teachers that are taking on this challenge of educating students from afar and not being with their students and having those kind of experiences and things like that. Our heart goes out to all of you. So what do we plan to do with the spring Kansas pregame? Well, the first thing, we're certainly going to cover all those athletes that we had planned to cover. Even though there's not a sports season, we still we want those parents and those athletes and those coaches and those fans to have an opportunity to look back on this year with some fond memories, in spite of the fact that the season was cut short. We had several athletes come to Salina in early March, late February, early March, and do feature photo shoots, and we're gonna be sure and do all those features, include all those photos. And we had all this preview coverage, and while the tone might change a little bit, we still want to make sure and talk about all those athletes that we're heading into the spring sports season with such optimism. But something we're going to add is complete postseason coverage of football, volleyball, cross country, basketball, and wrestling. We already had planned on having volleyball and cross country postseason coverage in this spring edition for the first time ever, because those are two sports that we really wanted to cover and haven't been able to get them into other publications. And so once we digested the cancellation of the season, and after we kind of got past the paralysis of not entirely understanding what it was that we were going to do with this publication, I decided that I really wanted to make a high quality keepsake edition that can be a memory for so many of a year that was cut short and may just have some negative connotations for so many when they look back on it going forward. And so I think people will really love this. Some of the things that we're going to do, including state champions and runners up teams for most classes, including all of the semifinalists in basketball who had their season cut short, including KFBCA, KBCA, KVA, all state teams. We're going to look at a lot of those different kids that really had exceptional seasons, and I value what I do so much with our publications. We really believe that this is something that you can hold on to for years to come, and someday, 20 years from now, you can look back with your kids, and or your parents can look back with their grandkids and remember a time that you had some athletic success, and it was a special part of your youth and those kind of things. So that's what our plan is for the spring edition. We're really excited about it. Most coaches have gotten emails about what we're doing, and they've sent photos in or helped us track down photos. And we have a number of writers and photographers that we've worked with over the years that have helped us out with this kind of thing. We're tentatively looking at getting the digital edition out in early to mid-May, and then the print edition, we're not entirely certain what that looks like because there may be limitations to distribution associated with the coronavirus. And so because we're distributed free through advertisers, and a lot of those advertisers are limiting the number of people that can come in. And so it'll be interesting to kind of see how that develops, but we're going to get that hard copy out there so that people can have it in their hands. And we're so fortunate to have so many outstanding sponsors, and I don't want to start mentioning any of them because I just know that I wouldn't do them all credit. But I will say, if there's anybody else that'd like to be a part of this as a sponsor, we have a number of booster clubs and school districts and local businesses and even individuals that are just interested in being an advertiser to support their school, their student athlete, their feature coverage, and to make sure that they get hard copies of the publication. So that's what our plan is. If you have any questions about what we're doing, you can find all of our contact information on kansaspregame.com. And you can call or text me at 785-524-6019. That's 785-524-6019. Or you can email us at kansaspregame@gmail.com. Or we are very active on Facebook and Twitter, and you can DM us there. We're continuing to kind of develop our Instagram presence, but there's another resource to reach out to us. So if you have any questions, if you want to know more about what's going on, we'll try to get back with you. Coaches, if you have any questions about what information we're looking for and you didn't see the email or things like that, be sure and get back to us. And again, I just wish the best to everybody out there. Senior student athletes, you're going to get through this, and you're going to come out on the other side stronger, and it's going to be a great opportunity for you to grow from it. And everybody stay safe, stay at home if you can, keep your hands clean, don't touch your face, do all those kind of things, be responsible about this. And I wish you the best. I'm proud to be a Kansan, and I'm proud to serve Kansas student athletes and teachers and coaches and parents and fans. And I look forward to getting this publication out. I think people are going to be really excited about it, and I look forward to talking to you all soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.